I have to give it up again to the defense. I give it up again to the team captain, Ekong.
Leslie.
Yo, man.
Nigeria Super Eagles should have beaten Angola. They call themselves the Black Antelopes.
Belengras,
Negras,
whatever.
Super Eagles, Black Antelopes. Anyway,
Imagine that.
you know, it's history. Look, we've won 3 AFCONs. Unfortunately, we've lost a number against Cameroon, who we've clipped. Now, we've clipped another one that they kind of messed up our run to the World Cup in 1990. The history of the Super Eagles goes way back. I'm sure you probably started watching the Super Eagles maybe in the 90s or maybe even further back. My first experience was Samuel Okparaji, that NTA. Remember that NTA goal? He scored in Morocco 88. Okparaji, that crazy goal that he used, ding, 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 ding. Anyway, aside that, is what we're seeing now, it's bringing the country together, really. What football is, what this team is doing right now. Do we have a Super Eagles team again from what we used to see from all those Nations Cups that I just mentioned earlier?
Emphatically, yes, we do. We just need to tweak a couple of things and to firm up some key areas in our play. But overall, the entire team has balled. They've played very well. I have to give it up again to the defense. I give it up again to the team captain, Ekong, marshalling that defense and making sure no ball gets through. Blocking everybody. A friend of mine put up something on his chat and said, looks like Ekong makes a living blocking balls.
That kind of interceptions.
Yes, interceptions and all that.
These guys have been together, Leslie, they've been together for 3-4 Nations Cups. That's the thing a lot of people always forget. Ekong, this is his 3rd Nations Cup, if I'm correct, as well as Iwobi, Moses Simon. So they've been together for a while. Finally gelling.
So in terms of us picking up our tempo and gelling, it is on. That is happening. We're seeing it. To see the free-flowing football taking place between from defense all the way midfield, and those counter-attack moves that were actually lining up properly as they should be. I think where we need to polish up is our finishing.
We're not ruthless enough.
We need to be ruthless. Look, this match we had no business beating these guys 1-0. Well, it's not a reflection of the way we played. We should have had these 4-5 goals. Yeah, 4-5 goals. No, seriously, right? And but whatever, they're out. We're in. Like we called it last time. I said that Angola is going out next. Who are we playing next?
Cape Verde or South Africa? Bafana.
Yeah, whoever. Right, they're going to feel the wrath of the Eagles again. Right, and we're going to the final. I think we if we could just fine tune that ruthless finishing touch in our attack, I don't see any team stopping us from lifting the cup.
I think one thing that is modern day football also has shown us is a number of teams don't have like that out and out playmaker number 10. The Super Eagles doesn't really have it anymore. Joe Aribo hasn't really shown that that character or influence on the game. So we have Alex Iwobi, who's more of a central midfielder, and a defensive midfielder, and Frank Oyeka, who has worked his socks off, by the way, in this tournament. We have grafters in our side. How do we go on when we now face a team that now has a very good defensive block like us, which is probably similar to what Cape Verde play, even though they play very open football.
Yeah.
But what's the answer if we have a team that is also very defensive? How do we go about that?
First and foremost, right, from what I see, because I've watched basically all the teams play, the fear of Osimhen, right, coming against your defense, right, it's the beginning of wisdom. I'm not saying this to hype the man.
VO9.
But believe me, right, when those balls come in, no defender is going to no defender. He did it against Cameroon. He did it again today.
Problem
They
child.
fouled him several times. They should have had several red cards, but officiating is a different conversation entirely. But the fear of that man alone, right, will keep them on their guard. So they will not play to the best of their abilities. I don't care who are playing, whether it's Cape Verde or South Africa, they'll be afraid of him. And that gives the opportunity for other players like Lookman, like we've seen, and whoever else is supporting in that.
So we have to protect Victor Osimhen.
Protect Victor Osimhen, right? And also take advantage of the opportunities we have, because we've had countless in each game. Right? So our scorelines don't basically reflect the gameplay.
True, true. Well, I'm really excited about what this team has done in this tournament. As all of us have seen, we've grown, we've done this, we've done that, we've sang, we've drank, we've enjoyed ourselves. Look, man, when you get to the semi-finals, I beg your pardon, it's anybody's game. Now, I feel strongly that it's time for Peseiro to start picking from the squad. As I said earlier with Nigeria Englishman, he's used more of just about 18 players, more or less. The team is getting fatigued. He needs to start using the Murphys. He needs to start using the Brunos. He needs to start using the others. You know, so they need to start getting involved, because everybody has a role to play all the way to the final.
I agree. That would also give our team a different spice, because those elements, those players you've just called, that we've probably not seen in this competition, they also have something to offer. And they have something to prove too. So
yes, now remember Emmanuel Amunike.
Yeah, they come into those games and they make the magic happen. I mean, you never know where it could end up. Right. That being said, I feel there's need to spice up the team, not too much, because you don't actually tweak a winning squad, right? But I think depending on who will play in the semi-final, we could rest some of the players who started and bring them in, while giving opportunities to other players to do something.
To prove themselves.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice one, Les. At least on the match again. Semi-finals.
Yeah,
boom.
we won. We called it.